please!
Jeff Keighley! Give Expedition 33 Game of the Year, and my life is yours!
Tonight is a tribute to just how far games have come.
Or at least just have Timothée Chalamet present the Game Awards again like back in 2023 for whatever reason. And the fact that Jeff introduced him on stage with his 2010's YouTube handle, his name back when he was like 14 years old, was absolute cinema.
Please welcome YouTuber Modded Controller 360.
What's good, YouTube? This is Modded Controller 360.
Silence!
Abomination.
Remember guys, more viewers than the Oscars apparently.
Can you swear here? Can you swear?
swear on the
Okay.
internet.
Fuck the Oscars, you know? Fuck the Oscars! Fuck you!
Oh, Jeff Keighley, you funny, funny man. Never change, my friend. Hey, also, the fact that the protagonist of KCD2 has the same first name as me, finally a co-protagonist named Henry, and I still want Expedition 33 to win. That's absolutely massive, alright? It is to me.
Christ almighty. Are you alright, sir? Here we go again. It's just that you look wise. Wealthy.
Alright, now that I got my funny ha-has out of the way, on to the actual video. There have been very few media, specifically games, that have managed to evoke a very raw, almost primal emotional reaction from me. The harrowing opening hour of The Last of Us remains a core memory.
Oh no.
The absolute helplessness you felt playing as Joel, unable to save your daughter, the one most important to him, from the impending apocalypse.
No. Please.
The picturesque and absolutely breathtaking start to Ori, the Blind Forest. And how it literally takes your breath away when you realize no matter how fast you were, you could never save your adoptive mother from dying of starvation. Her final act too, having been giving you the last fruit remaining, granting you the strength to survive. The utterly soul-crushing end to Arthur Morgan's journey in Red Dead Redemption 2.
It's over. Now. I gave you all I had. I tried. In the end, I'm dead.
Reminding us mortality is fleeting, and that sometimes, no matter how much we try in life to fix something that's broken, we may just end up offering much too great of ourselves to ever see it come to fruition. All three of those games have, admittedly, triggered my manly likeable plans upon first viewing. Some bonus honorable mentions include basically the entirety of Halo Reach's campaign. I still get goosebumps thinking about the death of every single member of Noble Team all these years later, even as an adult. Gives me conniptions.
1, 2, 3 little penguins, 4, 5, 6 little penguins.
Your victory was so close. I wish you could have lived. live to see it.
And Ghost of Tsushima's ending. Man, that one was emotional.
And my head is the cost. Taking it is my punishment.
And Persona 3's ending. Both the original and the remake. Oh, man. Jesus. I guess I could go on and on about sad moments in video games. Can you tell? I have no life and love sad stories. Anyways, back to the topic at hand before I veer off again. And lo and behold, a new contender showed up on every story-loving gamer's doorsteps on April 24th, 2025. Clair Obscur. Expedition 33. And my god, what a game.
Destroy the paintress so she can never paint death again. We'll break the cycle so she can't steal anyone else's future.
This world is full of wonders.
Yet everywhere we go, we walk with death.
Do you mean we're the only ones left?
This absolute work of art deserves every praise it has been getting from fans and outsiders looking in alike. I need to give credit where credit is due. This game really has become a triumphant success story of a ragtag underdog team of around 30. Yes, 30 plus passionate developers as opposed to hundreds and thousands working at most major companies. They even have a studio dog acting as their quote-unquote happiness manager listed on their website's team section. God, just please take my money already! Their name is Sandfall Interactive. And what's even more amazing is that this is their first developed game as a studio based in Montpellier, France. I want to be completely clear. I fully understand that many more people had a hand in making this game outside of the core team who worked full-time for 6 years. The credits and official listing include 400 plus individuals, the majority of which are reported to have been outside contractors, QA testers, quality assurance, the voice talent, and the performance capture artists, language translators, and of course, you can't forget about the choir and orchestra. All incredibly important roles that help shape the game into what it ultimately became. Even all the gorgeous gameplay animations were done overseas by an apparent 8-person Korean team, which initially started as just one guy who got all his animation friends involved to work on Peak. Hats off to every single individual listed in the credits that had a hand in developing this masterpiece. And especially you, Manoko! Many of you who have been keeping in the loop have already heard and seen some of the crazy stories going around of how the founder of Sandfall and lead creative director of Clair Obscur, Guillaume Proche, was a disgruntled ex-Ubisoft developer who was tired of being shackled in the creativity vacuum clutches of a major corporation currently housing 20,000 staff. How he met his future lead writer, Jennifer Svedberg-Yen, while initially trying to hire voice actors through Reddit. She absolutely crushed it, by the way, with the characters in the story, having never even professionally written in any major projects outside of personal works.
Our philosophy has never been to over-explain anything. We trust the player and their ability to put the pieces together.
How just one random night, Guillaume met his future composer, Laurent Testa, through some obscure French music forum, not SoundCloud like everyone initially spread the story thought. Which in all honesty is even more impressive, especially considering the fact that it was both of their first time on the site, and it was purely on a whim. Talk about a divine coincidence or even fate. Laurent was also a guitar music teacher at the time when he began posting his works online.
Qui a été très importante pour moi. J'ai pleuré pendant 2 jours, j'ai rigolé, c'était...
This legend ends up composing over 150 unique tracks, pushing the official soundtrack into the 8-hour mark without having ever composed for a major project before. Coupled with the hauntingly beautiful vocals of Alice Dupour-Percier and the powerful, majestic vocals of Devil May Cry 5's infamous Bury the Lights singer, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Victor Borba, all comes together to be an absolutely generational album blessing our ears.
Bro, this music. What a transition.
Oh my god, I'm getting emotional.
Oh my god! Holy shit! This might be the best song, chat.
That didn't have to go that hard. Oh gosh. Oh my god, it's called For Those Who Come After. Are you kidding me? That's such a good title.
For those who come after.
This soundtrack I've been religiously listening to in the car, in the kitchen, in the shower, and especially during the making of this video. I even leave it on in the background for my puppy to fall asleep to. He loves it! Gotta start them off with Peak while they're young. My future kids are totally next. The crazy development stories go on and on and on. Others have already documented the behind-the-scenes development in much greater detail than this video will cover, as the focus here is for the actual game itself. If you're at all interested though, I highly suggest you check out the brilliant documentary made by SkillUp and the behind-the-scenes video of Pounder McNasty. Hey yo. Brother, that is one devious goddamn name. On YouTube too is crazy work. Anyways, bravo, Mr. Brosh. Truly the Nick Fury bringing together the Avengers of our timeline.
The biggest ride of my life, yeah.
When a game that is already being touted as an instant all-time classic, and already being not one of, but is the highest rated user score game in Metacritic history, dating all the way back to 1958, 67 years of video games. That's more than triple my age. And no, I'm not doing the stupid fucking 6'7" meme. You'd catch me dead in a gas station public urinal, then deprive myself of basic human intelligence. I understand people want to feel like they belong, but those numbers were never funny before. Why are they funny now? Comedy is unironically actually dead. This means it edges out Witcher 3 and its DLCs, Elden Ring, Hollow Knight, and even Ocarina of Goddamn Time. All masterpieces.
Nice.
And just to be 100% clear, this is just regarding the user scores. Whether or not you care about the critic scores is up to you. This game even had Moist Critical, or as everyone calls him, Charlie, or the greatest Hunger Games actor ever, post multiple videos commending the game along with a whole 8-hour supercut of his entire Expedition 33 playthrough. That's insane. And even he is impressed in singing its praises.
And it blew all of my expectations out of the water. This game deserves all of the hype and all of the success that it's receiving and more. I couldn't imagine a game hooking me like this at my age.
You can't deny his coverage of the game did absolute gangbusters in terms of word of mouth and bringing attention to this masterpiece. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say this may already be the studio's magnum opus. I sure hope not. I really want to see what other diamonds and gems the studio can cook up in the future. Ever since it came out of nowhere and blew everyone away with its reveal trailer at the 2024 Xbox Games Showcase.
Sandfall Interactive? I've never heard of Sandfall Interactive.
Clive? And every one of that totally is bad. Vanishes into nothingness.
Okay, it's an actual RPG. Oh my god! It's actually a turn-based RPG? Yo!
This does look really good.
I was like, another Soulsborne game. What is this?
Dude, I don't know.
Wait, turn-based with a counter system?
Cool sync with the music. Shit, dude.
It's like rhythm. Yo, Mail did a counter.
Is that Ben Starr?
Even if we fail, we lay the trail for those who will come after.
That's 100% Ben Starr. It's Clive. Clive's back.
Damn. Coming 2025. Oh, I'm so there.
All right. You got me. That looked pretty fucking cool. Won't lie. It almost was like American Persona? French Persona, there you go.
I had been fervently keeping track of this game, watching every single new trailer that subsequently came out, eagerly anticipating its arrival.
Is that Ben Starr?
Even if we fail.
Now that I've had my chance to fully immerse myself and take in this rich, masterfully crafted world, heart-wrenching and gripping story, hauntingly beautiful soundtrack, and of course, the deep, impactful gameplay, I was inspired, in a way I haven't really felt before, to make a YouTube video, as sort of a love letter, expressing my appreciation for the existence of this medium and what it can achieve when talented and passionate developers are given the opportunity, time, and trust to realize their potential without being held back by corporate bureaucracy. Where better to start than the brilliantly crafted opening hour, the prologue, Lumière.
Dim, dam, dadilam, vacarme, s'en va dans l'oubli éternel. Et Gustave, dom guardiam, dilim, didididilam, lutes sera dodilom, seram, dim, dim, da, 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 dim, dim, da.
It is simply just the opening act of Clair Obscur's story. We as players are treated with some of the best writing, voice acting, cutscenes I have seen in a video game for a very long time. All these aspects in turn help to make us, as players, that much more invested in the story and to frankly care about these characters. The writing and world building, it reels you in. The dialogue doesn't feel forced or stilted, but instead natural, like actual human beings talking.
If you're gonna give someone flowers, you should probably do it before they wither and die.
What, the flower? Or Sophie?
Ooh, dark. Sophie would approve.
You know, I'm sorry that... I
You
miss
don't
you
need to... Okay.
You go.
You.
The top-notch voice acting. It characterizes and develops these characters, showcasing their personalities. Finally, the motion-captured facial animations of the performance capture actors simply seal the deal. This all can't go without mentioning the absolutely pristine selection of music the game's composer carefully crafted for each part of the game. Music, mind you, I'll be using throughout the entirety of this video, however long it may be. All the aforementioned elements work in tandem, no, dare I say, in perfect harmony, to establish emotionally gut-wrenching cutscenes and gameplay moments that truly drive home the intense stakes set in place in this gorgeous but fractured world. The presentation here is stellar, and to give any newcomers an idea of what's in store, we are set in a dark fantasy post-apocalyptic version of Paris during the height of what appears to be the Belle Epoque era at the turn of the 20th century. The story first goes from a classic romantic love tale, quite akin to what you've seen in Pride and Prejudice or Big Fish, since it also has an emphasis on a flower motif.
There's always room.
This then leads to a bitterly crushing climactic moment involving something like the Thanos snap at the end of Infinity War, which helps to set the ever-increasing stakes. This is then further accompanied by a troop-inspiring moment with a big epic speech, like the one Achilles gives in Troy on the ship to battle.
When you battle the Paintress, know that Lumière fights with you. Let the stones of her monolith crumble. Let her body lie at the end of the world. Unable to paint another death, let the stars no longer...
Finally, this all then culminates to its shocking and PTSD-inducing Saving Private Ryan-esque Normandy beach landing on the infamous historical D-Day.
Fall back!
All this in just its first hour. Quite a roller coaster of emotions, if you ask me. Lastly, I just want to touch upon the addictive gameplay and the highly detailed in-game world that the developers have set for the players as a stage to explore and uncover the alleviating answers to their burning questions. To start off, there's absolutely no reason that the music for the tutorial fight goes this astronomically hard. Lorian, you've done it again. And the little animations that every character enact going into a fight is honestly such a nice addition, heightening the already very cinematic nature of combat and giving personality to each character. Gustave and Maëlle have a very sharp, efficient entrance, making it very clear that they're down and ready for business. Lune has her graceful aerial twirl, emphasizing her affinity for magic. Ciel with her stylish flourish, showing off her badass double-bladed scythe. Verso, the enigma, entering the fray with this cocky saunter, giving off the same energy as...
Oh shit, here we go again.
And finally, we have Minoko with this fierce, intimidating stance meant to instill fear into his enemies.
Ladies, could I? Ow!
Definitely a gestural.
And yes, Minoko in-game was named after Minoko, the happiness manager we all know and love. In terms of the actual gameplay and its addictiveness, I have but one word to give to you. Parrying. I love parrying in video games. I'm a parrying enjoyer, a parrying enthusiast, a parrying fiend. Some of my favorite games involve parrying. I'd marry parrying if I could. It's just something about perfectly nailing a split-second time window in a game to trigger a big epic counter and riposte that triggers all the right dopamine in my monkey ape brain. I mean, sure, if I miss the timing, I get punished for my mistake and absolutely annihilated by an enemy, rightfully so. And sure, the time window is less than a second. Something tighter than a college girl at a frat party. And fine, sure, I could just choose the easier route of dodging every attack like a coward, picking flight over fight like my prehistoric ancestors did to ensure my existence. But for the dopamine though, and just look at that aura. The amount of aura points is through the goddamn roof when you manage to parry every single attack in order to trigger a counter. There are even attacks that can hit your entire party in a fight, which you can parry as an entire team! In the wise words of Mael,
Parry it! Parry it! Parry it!
please Mael, I'm trying. Moving on to the exploration, the amount of enjoyment and immersion you get out of this prologue is equivalent to the patience and diligence you, as the player, put in. Sure, you could just waltz right down towards the finish line, missing every single interactable, but where's the fun in that? Taking your time to let the world breathe and immersing yourself is a much more honest and rewarding experience. By interacting with anyone or anything of note during the prologue, you learn more about Gustav and Sophie's relationship. They are together for this current moment, but there exist circumstances that led to their prior separation before today. A broken world where the age of those who perish ticks down by one every year, marked on a looming monolith with the silent paintress on top serving as a grim reminder of fleeting mortality. That's the gommage, or erasure in French. Why is the paintress doing this? Is this truly her wish?
She looks sad. Maybe she's a prisoner too. Stuck in the same cycle with us. Silly, huh?
Only you could choose empathy at a moment like this.
Should those like Sophie, who refuse to bring more individuals into a doomed existence, really be deserving of scrutiny? Or commended for sticking with their beliefs?
Destroyed my relationship with the person I loved the most. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to spend this moment with him.
As shown, Gustav had different beliefs. He believed in legacy through blood, and it was only due to Sophie's influence, or even perhaps the 4 years of separation, that has given him clarity of mind. His beliefs, at least on the surface now, seemingly aligns with Sophie's in that legacy can take many forms. In this case, his apprentices. However,
Wait until today to say something. It's a bit late, isn't it?
an external influence outside of the couple's control being the root cause of their strife was seemingly enough to end their relationship, but clearly not their love for each other. 4 years have passed, and yet it shows much of that time was spent thinking about the other and what could have been.
A different world, right?
Honestly, anyone in their positions would struggle at reconciliation. I've personally always believed in compromise in a relationship regardless of the cost, but uncovering Gustav's and Sophie's heartbreaking yet realistic reasoning, along with thinking about my past doomed relationships, really put my belief into question. I guess that says more about my overly optimistic dumbass than anything else. The game doesn't throw all of this information at you. Instead, your exploration is rewarded in spades. Moments of realization like this are earned. One of my absolute favorite interactions in the game is one you can completely skip, but shouldn't. Coming over to the mini square housing Le Grand Café de Lumière with the very jazzy accordion music in the background. And speaking with the gentleman standing by the canvas triggers something beautiful. This gentleman, as the apparent head painter for Lumiere's opera house, sees the love Gustave and Sophie still harbor for each other, feeling a sense of sudden inspiration and wishing to paint us. This triggers a great sequence where we are to dodge Sophie's attacks in some sort of performative duet. The end result is a gorgeous painting, acting as an interpretation of the intense feelings the two still share for one another, noticeable by even a stranger. A painting the opera house painter even suggests that he will propose to the establishment. Sophie puts it best.
It's nice to know something of us will remain in the world after today. Thank you.
And lo and behold, an entire dedicated mural on the ceiling of the Lumière opera house you visit later in the game. Only if you didn't skip the interaction. It really does pay to explore, huh? With the melancholic atmosphere and sublime piano concertos, I couldn't help but get a bit choked up once I saw the ceiling with my very own eyes, especially considering all the events that has occurred throughout the entirety of this masterpiece. For those who come after, right? If you've made it this far in the video, thank you, truly. It means the absolute world that you're here, and I hope I didn't disappoint. Whoever you are, if I made you laugh, hyped, cringe even, or learn something you didn't already know before, then I consider this an absolute success. We all need just a little more light in our lives, and all I hope is that I provided even a glimmer. I put some time and effort into this video, and I hope it shows. If you know someone who may enjoy this kind of content, sharing it would honestly be like a dream come true. I've edited big videos before, but never for myself or for this channel, but I think I will. Anyways, I hope you stick around. I've already got a few budding video ideas in my head, and look at me, already setting the vibe for it right now. I'll catch you in the next one. Yeah?